guys, welcome to another video. Today I am going to be doing a Q&A to celebrate my 3-year anniversary of this channel that I started. Pretty crazy that I've been doing this for 3 years now. It doesn't feel like it, but you know, time seems to fly when you get older. At least that's how it is for me. So I decided to do a Q&A, and I was actually shocked to get a lot of questions. I didn't think I would, because most people just tend to ignore when I ask questions on my story, but luckily I do have more people that are active, so I am really appreciative of that fact, and thank you so much for everyone who sent questions, and I can't wait to answer them all. And thank you so much for supporting me through like 3 years of having this channel. It's pretty crazy. I really enjoy making content when I feel like it. And yeah, let's just get into it. The first question that I have is, what inspired you to do an LPS channel? Well, I've loved LPS for as long as I can remember, ever since I was a kid, and I joined like the official like community, I guess, when I was 14. I did LPS Amino and I started taking pictures and I started really getting into it, being like a content creator, I guess, in a way. And I've always wanted to do a channel, but sadly I didn't have the space or the time, really. It just wasn't a good time. Like I could have started filming as a teenager, but I decided not to, and it probably was for good reason. I probably wouldn't have really enjoyed it as much. It was really rough for me, but I always wanted to, and it probably would have been a good escape, but for whatever reason, it just worked out better that I started my channel in 2020 when, you know, the world went crazy, and it was no better time than that, just to like get away from life for a bit and just, you know, make some fun videos. And I legit just do this for fun. Like, it's just a hobby, it's not a full-time job or anything. I don't get paid for doing this, I do it for fun. And probably what inspired my channel is just a lot of the people in the community and a lot of LPS tubers. Like, ever since I watched LPS tubers as a kid, I always wanted to make my own channel or do something similar, at least. Just make videos with my plastic animals, and I take photography, and that's fun too. Okay, moving on to the next question. I don't want to ramble for too long. Next question is, how does your Christian faith shape your channel? Okay, well, that's an easy one. I've been a Christian my whole entire life, and I try to just have good messages, family-friendly things, though I do have some mature things, that I want to do that, like, raises awareness for things, because, I would not make things just for the fun of it. Like, there's a lot of people who make LPS videos now that is just too much, in my opinion. I miss the good old days when everything was just kid-friendly. I definitely prefer that. Though I do enjoy some, like, serious type of LPS series and things like that. As long as there's not cussing and things like that, I will never go and do that kind of thing. And I'm trying to do content that's God-honoring and not just making content just for the fun of it. Like, for sure, this is a space for God, and you know, for other people who have just a safe place, a channel to go to, who also just want family-friendly kind of stuff. Like, my channel's for everybody, by the way. You definitely don't have to be religious or believe in God, for sure, but that definitely does affect my content, but in a good way. I will never make things that are not what God approves, for sure. Okay, moving on to the next question. How do you engage with your audience? Well, I try to make videos like this where I just talk to you. I haven't done a live stream before, but I would like to someday. I try to think of a lot of different ways to engage. I try to do questionnaires and things and on my story, but I don't really engage that much with my supporters. I'm sorry about that. I try to talk to the fans, and I always reply to the comments. So, I don't know if there's anything else I could really be doing besides that. I try to engage as much as possible, and, you know, I've gotten a lot of fan art in the past from Opus Amino and other people as well, and I really appreciate that. And, free art as well of my mascot here, Valeria. And, yeah, I try to engage as much as I can, though I may not be the best at it because I'm still new to this thing, but, you know. Alright, next question. What type of challenges do you face as a Christian LPS creator, and how do you tackle them? I think the biggest thing has probably been my mental health, to be honest, and I just want to know that this is a safe place, like, to talk about mental health. And I, of course, won't go into details because nobody really wants to hear that. But, you know, I've struggled with it for a long time now, and I'm finally getting better and doing a lot better. And that's the biggest challenge. And another big challenge is that I've had a lot of people that just weren't the nicest because of it. And it can be a struggle because a lot of people won't understand, and it can be hard because there's not a lot of Christian LPS creators out there. But when I do, it's really nice. And yeah, we're small, but it's still nice to know that there are some people that do LPS videos, and it definitely can be harder because I don't know how people are going to take it. I feel like for a lot of people that would be like, oh, they wouldn't like that, but I don't really care, and I just enjoy doing what I do, and if people have a problem with that, then it's on them, not me. And like, I'm not doing anything by just being myself. That is the truth. And my beliefs is a part of who I am, and I'm not afraid to say that. Nope, I won't change for other people, even if it's just being a content creator, because that's not fair. I'm trying to be like my most authentic self as possible, because, you know, there's a lot of fake people out there. Next question, can you share any special moments or achievements with LPS? I think the best moments is the fact that I grew up playing with these toys with my sisters and my cousin, and I will always cherish that, and friends that I had in my childhood. And it was just a very special place in my heart to know that these, you know, toys were such a big part of my childhood, and I love them so much, and even to this day. Besides getting like 100 subscribers and followers on my Instagram, and actually feeling I'm getting somewhere and having friends that also are LPS tubers, I don't really know what else achievements there are really to get. I would love one day to be maybe on a smell LPS tube ceremony or that type of reward, but I don't know if I will ever get there, but that's okay. I enjoy making videos, and that's all that matters. Next question is, how do you maintain a balance between making entertaining content and staying true to your Christian values? Oh, that's pretty easy. I try to think of something that is interesting, but also can be kid-friendly, but also can be a little mature. And there's a lot of things that I had to step back and be like, okay, this might be too much, you know, and I try to tone it down as much as possible, but I try to have good values in, like, my films and my skits and everything, and we try to... My sisters can be crazy, so I'm really sorry if, like, sometimes they're just a little over the top. But, I can assure you that I try to make sure that I do stay true to my Christian values, for sure, and try to be careful in what I create, but mostly I just try to think of good, wholesome things that people can relate to and possibly help them with whatever they're going through as well. I definitely want to make more short films and series that are more personal to me, and maybe I might make something that is also Christian related eventually. I just don't have that many ideas at the moment, but I want to. Of course I do. How do I handle criticism and feedback on my channel? I don't mind if people decide to give me criticism or feedback, as long as it's not like over the top harsh. I haven't had much people who have critiqued it or whatever, but I know I've grown a lot from filming all these 3 years, and I'm still learning, and it's a learning process. We all start from somewhere, and it can take a lot of practice and a lot of work sometimes just to like figure out how things work, especially with like editing and everything. Especially since I'm not really filming all the time. I try to film at least a couple times a month because, you know, life's crazy and I just don't feel like filming a lot of the times. So, yeah, I don't mind it. Who or what inspires you, and how can that help other people in a similar position? There's a lot of LPS tubers that inspire me, like Sugar Diamond. She has been making things that, in short films that explain her Christian faith, and it luckily she's been having good feedback from it, and it makes me want to do something as well, because, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, and I think it is a cool idea. And it could also inspire other people as well. So, yeah, just making content that you feel comfortable with and you think others will like or be inspired by is definitely a good thing. What advice would you give to small creators in the LPS community who are also wanting to put Christian themes into their content? Well, I know for a long time I've been very scared to step into faith, but now I'm kind of confident, and I think that it'll help other people to be inspired as well. And I'd probably just say, just start something small, just like something that is a personal experience to you, and you don't have to, you know, outright say God or anything, just some good Christian values from like the Bible or something like that. I think that's the best way. And definitely family friendly and wholesome content, because I feel like it's becoming harder and harder to find on LPS Tube, unfortunately. That is the advice I'd probably give. Next question, what is your favorite movie? Oh, this may not come as a surprise at all, but The Last Unicorn. I love unicorns, and that movie is just so amazing. It's like a dark fantasy, and the animation is just so breathtakingly beautiful. I love the songs, and the story is very interesting and nothing like I've ever seen before. I love that movie so much. I own it, and I've seen it so many times ever since I was like a kid. The next question is, what inspires your videos? I can get inspired by lots of different things: books, TV shows, movies. Sometimes a random idea will just come, but definitely like the values and things that I see in my own life as well, and I guess sometimes personal experiences, and other LPS Tube creators also can help inspire my own videos. Like whenever I don't feel motivated, like I watch an LPS video and then instantly I feel motivated to make something again and get a motivation and an idea for what video I want to create next. Next question is, would you say that some of the content that you make are personal, or do you keep personal things out of your videos? Sometimes I like to have personal things because I feel like it could help other people, and I have quite a few films and things that are inspired by personal things in my life because it's interesting, and also it's a good way to tell my story in a way, and for anybody else who might relate. So I don't really mind personal things. For the most part, there are things I'm not gonna like be telling my whole life story here or anything. Like, I kind of already did that. Anyways, I did like a lifetime story of like the things that I went through. So, yeah. I try to be careful though, because I don't want to overshare. Especially a lot of people overshare on the internet, but I don't really mind it depending on what it is. And some personal life experiences could help other people. Was your mascot inspired by Pokemon, Rapidash, something. I don't really know how to read that. I'm sorry, I don't know Pokemon. No, I'm not into Pokemon, and I don't think I ever will. I have no interest, I'm sorry. If anything, she is just based off of my favorite colors, which is pastel pink and blue, and I thought white looked good together because it kind of reminds me of cake, and I don't know, I just thought the colors looked good. And the hearts on the flank is inspired by My Little Pony. Like, I just think of My Little Pony. So Valeria is just some of my favorite colors and things, and she basically just represents me. She's not based off of really anything in specific. Next question is favorite G7 LPS. Oh man, that's really hard. There's so many that I really want, but if I had to just pick one, it would probably be the Himalayan cat. I've always wanted a Himalayan cat, and the Himalayan cat looks really beautiful. She actually has spray painting like details and everything, and that's a lot of people's favorites. So yeah, I definitely want that one out of all of them because she is just super pretty. Next question is, you like a bunch of different type of pastas, not just shrimp pasta. Good to know that people, know me so well. I think I mentioned that I like shrimp pasta before in my stories. Someone's been paying attention. Oh, this is my friend Blue who asked this, so. Yeah, I do, but shrimp pasta will always be the best. Like, there's no better pasta than shrimp pasta. Next question is, you have a second favorite animal? Well, besides unicorns, of course, but that's not, counts as an animal. It's more like a fantasy creature. I'd have to say that horses are my top, then wolves, and then cats. Those are my 3 favorite, animals. And they're definitely my favorite molds of LPS. Next question. You like Star Wars because of Stormy. That is my cat's name. My first ever cat, my oldest cat. He is 9 years old, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm not really into Star Wars. It's more like my mom is, and she decided to name him. So it's more like my mom is more into Star Wars than me, but I do enjoy it, but I've never really been into Star Wars as much as I've been into Harry Potter and like book series and stuff like that. The next question is, do you ship Kim Possible and Ron Stoppable? Yeah, of course, they're such an adorable couple. I love Kim Possible. I just finished that show actually not too long ago. I haven't watched the movie again, but hopefully I can soon. I love Kim Possible so much. They are an adorable couple. Next question is, what is your favorite mold and what is your least favorite LPS mold? My favorite, oh man, I don't really know. I have a lot of favorites. I really like the short hair cats a lot, and the horses, and the Timberwolves, and a lot of the cats. I like the LPS where you can actually put accessories on. I don't really like a lot of the sitting ones because you can't really put like skirts and shirts and different things like that on them as much. So I definitely prefer the LPS that are more, I guess you can dress and accessorize. Least favorite mold? I don't like any of the G3s. I like the creepy, weird, skinny stick bodies. I don't like those at all. Those are not my favorite. But if we're talking about G1, I don't really know because I have a lot of favorite molds. Some of the older ones look really weird, like that Chihuahua and stuff, and the ones with hair, and some of them just look very crusty and weird and don't look like LPS. Those are probably some of my least favorites. The next question is, you have around 400 LPS. Well, last time I counted, it was around like 350, and if I keep getting them and the G7s, then yeah, I probably will have around 400. I should definitely count again, eventually. So I'm gonna estimate that I probably will have that amount eventually. especially if I keep buying LPS, which of course I will. I don't buy them as often as I used to. Okay, so this question is, favorite LPS you own and overall? I guess I'll just have to say my mascot. Like, I can't really pick one. Our mascot, and why is that LPS your mascot? This is Eularia. I actually did a mascot tag. If you'd like to know more about her, I can definitely link that video, because a lot of people are asking about my mascot. She's my mascot because she represents me, and the fact that I just love unicorns and she's my favorite colors, like I said before. Most developed LPS character. My most developed LPS character is Stefan. He was like my first LPS character I developed and made a backstory and everything, and hopefully soon I can finish his short film just to tell his like story, and it's very interesting. It's actually based off of a roleplay on LPS Mino. So yeah, character with the saddest backstory. Yeah, I'd have to say him for sure, like hands down. Favorite character? Well, I haven't introduced a lot of my characters, so I guess I can't really say that, but I guess I'll just have to give it to him, because he was the first LPS character I fully developed and gave a name and everything, because, you know, it's different from playing. You know, you play with them and everything, and when you get older, you actually decide to name them and decide to give them a personality and all that jazz. So yeah, I'll just have to say him again. Favorite hobbies? I like all of my hobbies, and especially, of course, LPS Tube. Some of them can be stressful and hard to do, like writing and drawing. I mostly do creative kind of hobbies, but I've talked about that before on Instagram too, so, and I'm pretty sure I probably did in a tag as well. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out. Night or morning person? Night. I'm actually filming at night while we speak. I mostly film at night because it's the only time I actually feel motivated and have the time. What is your current dream LPS? Oh man, the collie with the 2 different colored eyes. I don't know LPS numbers, so I've wanted that collie for so long. That's probably why I like the Himalayan cat. They're very, very similar. The G7 Himalayan cat. Next question. What do you like about unicorns to name your channel LPS Unicorn Love? They're beautiful, majestic creatures. What else is there to say? I've always loved unicorns, so of course I had to base my channel around unicorns. Like, my mascot's a unicorn, so it makes sense that my name is LPS Unicorn Love. What LPS videos do you enjoy making? Probably these simple ones and music videos, because they don't take as long, though I do love making all kinds of things, and LPS skits, because I don't have to do as much work. I like filming anything, but I definitely prefer things that don't take a lot of filming and editing, because it can be a lot of work and I just don't feel like doing it or having the motivation to do it. So yeah, I like short, easy, simple videos, mostly, pretty much. What made you want to start a YouTube channel? Actually, my friend LPS Blue Cat Productions, she's the one who encouraged me to make my channel. And I've always just wanted to make a channel because of other LPS tubers, and it just looked like fun. And I think it's a fun way that I can connect and have fun with my sisters by making skits and stuff with them, and it's really fun. I really like having an LPS tube channel. Top 3 favorite LPS you own? Oh gosh, this is, again, a very hard question. Why would you make me do this? Okay. We have Caramel. She used to be my mascot. I used to put like a unicorn horn on, and she was my second mascot next to Celeste, which is a short-haired cat, like a tan short-haired cat, and I picked her because she kind of looks like me in real life, blue eyes and brown, but I mean her hair is more like blonde, but my hair in real life is more brown. So I picked her, and I picked the short-haired cat. Her name is Serenity. She was a dream LPS for a long time, so yeah, she's just so pretty. I love her so much. She does have a scratch right here, but it doesn't matter that much. Like, she's still in pretty good condition for, I got her for like 19 bucks, which is cheap for the short hair right now. And then my third one definitely has to be this dragon, because look at him. He's just so cool. I recently just got him, and it's a custom, and I love my customs. I have a lot of customs, and I hope to use them in future videos. So those were all the questions. Thank you again for giving me all these questions, and I'm going to be making an LPS skit next, so I hope you guys watch out for that, and have a good day or night, and a good week. God bless all of you, and thank you again for supporting and watching my videos. Bye, guys!